What is happening? We are here to do the results of UFC 315, and thankfully on the main event I was wrong, but we'll work our way up to that. We're also going to start with the Benoit Saint-Denis versus Kyle fight. That was a round 2 submission to Benoit Saint-Denis. I did have Benoit Saint-Denis to win. I did think it'd be a unanimous decision, but he got the job done and he looks fantastic. Dominated in that first round, and once he got it to the ground in the second, Kyle didn't stand a chance. Benoit went out there with a point to prove, and I believe he proved that point. So that was a fantastic fight to start off the main card. You then had the #1 women's flyweight in the world, Alexa Grasso, against a very dangerous Natalia Silva. I did go Alexa Grasso unanimous decision, and I got it wrong. No. Actually, I think I went Alexa Grasso submission, but I got it wrong. Natalia Silva did take the decision. To be honest, rightfully so. She was very impressive. There was some, end of the second round, there was some brutal stand-up exchanges going on. Alexa Grasso going in with spinning back fists and all sorts. Fantastic fight. Hats off to both of them. Where does this leave Alexa Grasso? She's probably going to have to go straight back in as quickly as she can against another very high-ranked fighter to stay in that title contention, because let's be realistic, Natalia Silva's now the #1 contender, and she hasn't fought for the belt yet, and I think a win like this against Alexa Grasso will give her that opportunity to be in the next title fight, and that'd be an interesting one. We then go to the next fight, which was Jose Aldo against Zahibi, and that was a decision to Zahibi, which I don't personally agree with. I had it 2-1 to Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo had Zahibi running around the ring, falling and stumbling and all sorts. But yeah, it was sad because Jose Aldo then retired. So that is the last time we get to see Jose Aldo grace the octagon. And it's sad for him to go out on a loss, especially a fight where I didn't think he lost. I had it 2-1 to Aldo. So yeah, my predictions so far haven't been great. I got Benoit Saint-Denis. I picked Alexa Grasso, I got that wrong. I picked Jose Aldo, which he lost, but I don't think he did. I personally think that he beat Zahibi. But yeah, really sad to see a legend go out on a loss. Then we go to the co-main event, which I called from day one, Valentina Shevchenko. You don't get any better than her. And her being the flyweight, I guess it now has to be Natalia Silva versus Shevchenko. That is going to be a fight. But yeah, Shevchenko dominant from round 1 to round 5. She takes a unanimous decision against Manon, who, I don't know, she called for this fight. I wasn't very impressed. I think it all got to her a bit. She seems a bit hesitant, and you can't do that against Shevchenko because she will punish you. Very one-sided, all unanimous decision, and yeah. Now she has to start filling up her next belt. That was the first win for Ruby on her new belt. So yeah, absolute GOAT. And then we go to the main event. Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della Maddalena. Shout out Australia, you've now got 2 champions. I generally got it wrong. And I'm so glad I did. I'm not normally very happy to be wrong. I'm over the moon to be wrong about this one. Jack Della Maddalena got the job done. He completely wiped Bilal's wrestling and ground game out and picked him apart on the feet. He did land some good shots. Jack Della Maddalena's come out with a broken nose and a massive swollen eye. But he did it. He actually did it, and he looked good. He looked convincing. It was a war. It was a backwards and forwards. They got fight of the night for that, rightfully so. It was an absolute banger. And obviously the talk now is Islam versus Jack. So from what I can gather, that seems to be the plan. So they're going to do Jack versus Islam. So I'm guessing Ilia Topuria will get Charles Oliveira, which is an absolute banger. Yeah, Jack got the job done. He looked fantastic. Bilal didn't look bad. He just didn't have any answers. He didn't want to stand with Jack. He couldn't really get Jack down. The scrambles were good. Takedown defense was good. So yeah, I'm very glad I got that one wrong. Again, wasn't one of my favourite cards. A couple of good fights on there. A lot of decisions. Every main card went to decision except Benoit Saint-Denis. But it really mixes up what can happen now. You know, Benoit Saint-Denis is back on a winning streak. Loads of good fights at lightweight for him. Women's flyweight, Alexa Grasso now has to work her way back to where she was. Natalia Silva must have earned herself a title shot. Again, a very sad moment of Jose Aldo retiring. True legend gone. Valentina Shevchenko just proving why she is the best in the world. And as I said, my female GOAT. And Jack completely throwing the welterweight division up in the air now. Will he get the Islam fight? We'll have to wait and see. I did a video earlier of a quick prediction of my UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi Whittaker versus RDR. And obviously the one other big main thing to come from this card was the announcement of Vitor Belfort going into the UFC Hall of Fame, which if anyone deserves it, the Phenom does. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the card, what you want to see going forward for all of these fighters, because like I said, it wasn't the best card, but it's caused a lot of shake up in the divisions. So be interesting to see what they've got planned going forwards. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. I'm now going to be doing my football video on the Premier League today. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend.